Am I the a-hole for locking the car door and saying my husband will never drive my car again? My husband has a horrible habit of leaving keys in the car. He claims he started doing it after he lost keys on a few occasions, and it was just easier to know where they'd be. I've told him before that is a really bad idea and encouraged him to stop. Got him those little tags that'll tell you where you left your keys, etc. He continued to do it until he ended up getting his car stolen. Insurance barely paid enough for him to get a new car, and it wasn't anywhere near as nice as the other. I thought he had learned his lesson as he seemingly stopped leaving the keys behind. His car was getting serviced one day, so I let him borrow mine. I get a notification on the app a little while later, telling me the car was unlocked. Thinking maybe my husband just forgot to lock it himself, I tried calling him to go get the keys, but he didn't answer his phone, so I locked the door using the app. A couple of hours later, I get a frantic call from my husband saying he can't get into the car. I ask where the keys are. He says he left them in the car and must have locked the door accidentally. I told him that I locked the door using the app. I then tried to unlock it, but it took a few minutes as the app wasn't working. Finally, the door was unlocked and my husband could get the keys. He returned home not long after, mad at me for locking the door and saying it's my fault this happened. I said it was his fault for leaving the keys in the car and he shouldn't have done that. When I asked why he did it, he said he was afraid of losing my keys. I said I have a backup set of keys which he also knows about. I care more about the car. Yes, it has a tracker on it and I have insurance, but that doesn't mean I want to put myself in that situation where it goes missing. I said going forward he isn't allowed to use my car. I make the payments out of my own account, just as he pays for his car with his own money. At this point, he can't be trusted. If he needs a ride, I'll drive him or he can use a ride share. My husband is calling me petty and saying that I'm being overdramatic, but I really don't think I am, given he's continuing to make the same mistakes as before. So am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. Has he learned of a keychain? A lanyard? How the hell are you overdramatic when his idiocy got his car stolen? He'd rather lose an entire car than a damn pair of keys.
Right. My wife kept locking her keys in the car too. She does DoorDash. She would call me at work and tell me to get a ride to her to bring her the spare keys. Well, I can't just leave work over and over again because she wasn't changing anything to stop it from happening, so I finally got mad enough that I kind of went off. I demanded she buy a lanyard, and guess what? She actually did. Now her keys are always around her neck and she hasn't locked them in the car since.
Not the a-hole. You've set clear boundaries, and he ignored them. It's frustrating when someone keeps repeating the same mistakes, especially when it puts your stuff at risk. It's not petty, it's protecting your car and your peace of mind.